are going to win.
Yeah.
You have to concede early because you're not going to beat them in time because of Red Resonator and stuff. I think they have Runick just has a card that gains life anyway.
He's playing. Is he playing? Let's find out. Not that I can see. It's the level 3 Runick deck.
Well, they have an engine way of interacting with life points.
Yes,
So it's probably something that you have to respect, and you need as much time as possible to do out your plays.
So let's see how Tom's combo goes.
So this is the mistake I made, which I was told annoyingly afterwards. I had Ash Blossom and I naturally just ashed the Link one. Mm-hmm. You don't do that, right? This is where you ash.
You ash the sowing.
You ash the sowing, yes. Which is something I was told afterwards when I'd already lost.
A bit of a humble brag here. I don't know how many games I've played with Plant anymore. But I've got to the point where I think I've only been correctly hand-trapped with an infinite impermanence once.
And where would you say is the correct time to infinite impermanence?
I don't know if I want to share that information just yet.
I'd be telling.
But it did happen in a feature match. So there you go.
Oh, let's
Viewers at home, that little bit of information for you.
Is it not Jasmine?
No, it's not. Oh. It's Mudan. Because Mudan cuts off access to the field spell. And the field spell is the deck.
Right,
it's everything you want.
And if Rikka doesn't have access to its field spell, then it just doesn't work.
It works, but it's not. You just don't.
Not as impactful.
Yeah, exactly. Your interrupts. You're not removing costs from your opponent. You're not getting your extra sets. There's a lot of value you lose there. Mm-hmm. So we're seeing Tom here.
So has the point even happened? Like Muda hasn't been summoned yet.
So the thing is, how we're now comboing. So I've spent a lot of time talking to Tom about this deck. How we're now comboing that. You shouldn't be getting impermed at that point, essentially. Ash on sowing is forever the correct point. I think if you do open the imperm, you do have to imperm Jasmine, at least with how this combo is.
Right.
I think Jovan does not have a hand trap.
Oh, so is he doing a line where you can put up an Omni Negate, so even if he has impermanence for the
Mudan, yeah.
I see.
So this is, I think we might, for the first time on stream, see the Wombo combo here today.
Ooh, is that Lone Fire Blossom?
That is Lone Fire Blossom.
Tribute in Lily, so that makes the regular slide. That's sick.
So now you summon Pestle from deck, and now because he discarded Princess as well for the 1/1, it's even better because now he has the Monster Negate already. And now he's going to summon a Regulus and then gives a second layer of protection, let's say.
That's sick.
So
would you say, what makes this deck different from any of the other combo decks, though?
So the Rikka cards are also generally just really good cards going second. Like the Field Spell lets you just start tributing your opponent's cards, and then they just naturally keep on going and going. I think a lot of people, when you're playing against this deck, they're like, okay, I need to hold it for this certain spot. The mistake is that I think you just make sure you remove the bodies early game, because if you hold the bodies until too late in the combo, or hold removing bodies until too late in the combo, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't impact them because they've already got all of these.
It does feel like it does get to a point where they've just got too much. And it looks like if Jovan had like any form of interaction at all, it's just not going to matter. Like ignoring the Regulus, of course. Yeah. There's just like a lot of like cards.
Yeah,
there.
I'm curious to see how Tom performs the rest of this play.
Well, he has the Rugen in his hand, right?
Yeah. So I'm just curious to see if he goes for the field spell to set Sheet or the field spell to set Glamour here.
What would you normally go for?
I personally always prefer setting Sheet, just because even if you do get stopped, Sheep and the field spell are still 2 pieces of interruption, essentially, because you're tributing a monster to then take control of another monster. So it doesn't matter if they have like Nibiru, let's say, or other types of ways of clearing your field. You still have this ability to just keep on going. So I think here he's going to do a little bit of a different play, and basically I wasn't confirmed to be playing a plant yet again until I got a cheeky video from Tom on how this combo is, and that's what convinced me this is the deck I want to play for YCS London, I think.
Or you feel like you're pretty set
I'm
what you want to play for the 250th?
Unless there's a really cool deck that pops out of the woodworks, then I think I'm sold on this. So Tom, to note, also
just seems like it's doing well so far.
I think
everything's going according to plan.
Outside of Lava Golem's Fear modes, this board it just can't be broken. Oh, and I guess Dark Runa no more. But that's not really seeing too much play.
So when your field does get hit by Dark Runa no more, what's your backup plan?
Yeah, the trap, right?
But
it's
going for the trap.
Bad.
Oh, he's going for double.
Yeah.
This girly. So what's that about?
So you're sending an attribute 1 for Lone Fire to summon the Rose Whip from deck.
I know when that card's attributed because I've buried that before. It does something annoying.
It summons a XYZ from the extra deck. So he's going to summon...
oh, that's the Omni Negate as well, right?
Then he's going to activate the field spell. That's going to get a spell underneath it. And now he's going to set Rikka sheet. So this board, on the surface, what do you think of it?
It looks pretty scary.
Because... yeah, the opponent can now not activate a spell or trap unless it's Dark Ruler. Otherwise, it gets negated with Regulus. Then they have no more for the turn.
So what does Rose Whip do again?
Rose Whip is your opponent can only activate 1 spell or trap card per turn.
I see. So that's why. So Dark Ruler is your only copier.
Yeah.
And he is playing it. Oh wait, no, that's the Rikka deck. He is not playing it.
He is not playing it. He is playing Vanity's Fiend. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't think he has a way to beat this unless he does have multiple Lava Golems.
I think that's like... okay, so looking at Runick Spright, Rikka has one means of like dealing with the field, and you're just not sure with one spell what you're going to really do.
Yeah, exactly.
Your card needs to be to immediately remove the Rose Whip, but the Regulus will just like negate that. So is the wording on Rose Whip that they can only activate?
Yes.
What if they negate the activation?
If you negate the activation, then you can activate another one.
Right, I see.
But Regulus negates the effect.
Oh.
So yeah, this is why.
So Regulus doesn't negate the activation. Oh,
exactly.
I see. So this is a soft lock.
I know we didn't get that far in our match at Nationals, but this is the board I was trying to aim for.
I see.
So it was Regulus, Bengalance, a Rose Whip, and then the Sunavalon Link 4, which searches the trap, which is essentially skill drain, let's say.
Right. So other than Dark Ruler no more, that's effectively
or like
nothing.
Sphere mode and Lava Golem.
But strictly speaking, whatever's in
he has got
in
Lava
this guy's
Golem,
deck, he does have Lava Golem.
Have a little bit of a chance.
Okay, so Lava Golem is he has Dark Hole, but again, like
crouching here to try and see his hand.
Peek, is there a Lava Golem in there? Has Marek blessed his hand?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Oh no, he's just accepted. Yeah, both games where these players